So you downloaded and installed ExtendX Data Unlimited. How about giving us a minute of your time and we'll show you exactly how to set it up and operate it. So when you installed it, if you go to Programs and look at All Programs, you'll see under the ExtendX entry, 4 entries, 4 possibilities. The ExtendX Connection Wizard, the ExtendX Table Selection Wizard, the README, which you'll probably never read, and the Uninstall, which we hope you'll never use. Well, we're going to start with the Connection Wizard to establish the connection the first time. We're going to double click into the Connection Wizard, and we're going to come to set the connections. We go to the connection strings, and we build the string that is pointing to the target data that we want to see in ExtendX. That's going to be in SQL Server, and it's on our SQL Express server. Here we see all the different databases that are available, and we're going to look at the Northwind, a database example that I think everybody is familiar with. We'll test that connection, and that's right. We're okay with that. We'll go to OK. Next, we have the repository where the star schema views will be stored. We'll put that in the same using the same connection. And the third connection is a connection to a database where the ExtendX metadata is going to be stored. That wasn't set up yet, so we'll skip it if you want to clear a new one. ExtendX recognizes that and offers a default. We'll accept that default and we'll check all the connections. So that's all we got to do the first time around, and all the connections are done. And now as we come over here to the Table Wizard, then we can see in here all of the tables and views in the Northwind database that we just defined the connections to in the previous page. Now we're not going to use any of these tables of views. Rather, we're going to show how we build our own star schema. So these are all called objects, but we're going to go to the star schema objects. And we're going to go to new star schema. So he's going to open the window, another dialog, to be able to define that schema, and we're going to define a big view containing orders and order lines and customers and products, categories, what have you, and that should just take us a minute. So we're going to start with the customers, and we'll put the customers on the palette. Following the customers, we'll put the orders. Then we'll put the order details, extended order details. Since there was no join that was made, we'll put that join in manually. And then beyond the order details, we'll take the employees. We'll put the employees in. We'll take the products, and we'll put the products in. Again, since there's no join, we'll simply make the join to the product. And there we already have. Oh, one more thing. We're going to take the categories as well. Let's put the employees down here. Maybe it'll be clearer. And we'll take the categories and put the categories over here. Okay. And we got the categories connected to the product. And here we can see everything, the entire star schema view that we're building. Okay, now we're going to say which columns we'd like to include. Well, we'd like to have the customer ID, and we need the name of the company. We're going to need the order ID, and we're going to need the date it was shipped. We'll need the product ID and the name of the product. We're going to need the category, the name of the category, and while we're at it, we'll take the last name of the employee who's the salesman. And here we can see that all of this was being built. On the bottom you can see all of the SQL that was being built. We never touched the SQL. All of that is built simply by the wizard. Now we're going to add a couple more fields. One is going to be the year of the shipped date. The other one, and we'll give that an alias and call that year. Another one is going to be the month of the shipped date. I'm going to call that month. Here we'll take a look at the data preview just to make sure. A little problem, a little spelling problem. No problem. He caught us on that. So we'll take a look at the data preview, and here in the data preview we see all of the columns. We have the customer ID and the name, the order, the shipped, the product ID, the product name, the category name, and the name of the salesman, the year and the month. I think we're missing a couple of things here, so we'll just add those in. I think we're going to need the unit price, the quantity, the discount, and the extended price. And again, all of that is taken care of, and all of that is done. We'll click on OK. We'll give that a name, and we'll call it sales expansion. And by convention, will append the name star to that name. So it's called star sales expansion. And here you can see all of the column names, including the year and the month, which were expressions, and whatever we forgot it was put at the end. Fine. So now we're going to go to proceed, and we'll create a shortcut to this so the user will not have to go through this the subsequent time. And once we have that shortcut in place, we'll simply finish. And here's the shortcut. As you could see, it was already created to the star sales expansion. And now he's opening it up with all of the data in place. And here we come to the pivot grid, which we're able to build instantly. So we'll take, for instance, the name of the company and put that over here. We'll take the extended price, put that in the data area, and here we have the total sales for each one of our customers. If we take the year and we put that on the top, so we have a ready-made report that shows our sales by year by customer. But we can do anything else we want over here. Now clicking into any area, like if we click into let's say this cell right over here, so on the bottom we see a drill down to all of the invoices that were included for that customer Blauer in 1997, and you see all of the data in place. All of this is manipulated by the user. The user can restart and do anything else here in the designer and put anything in place that they require. So let's say, for instance, rather than see the years, we'll take away the years and we say we'd rather see the category name. So here's our sales by category. And there we have all our sales by category. If we want to put that out to Excel or create HTML, anything we want to do is all here in the buttons. I'm sure you'll be able to discover it on your own. And when we go out, we'll simply take the shortcut for star sales expansion, put that on the user's desktop, and close this. And now from there forward, all they need to do is double click and they'll go directly to the data, to the pivot, and that's it. That's the sum total of what you get in the free version of ExtendX Data Unlimited. Enjoy it. Here you see the data.